Good day, my yogi friends. All right, so this is going to be our practice for February. No, wait a minute. January, excuse me, I'm in the wrong month already. I'm jumping ahead, I'm speeding things up. So the way that I teach my classes, most of you know, is that my dogs are very upset they can't get in here. We will work on a practice for about a month, and then we reflect on our yoga practice. So I'm encouraging you to make this your once a week practice, twice a week practice maybe, throughout the month of January. You'll start to flow along with it and you'll be a step ahead of me. We are also going to do this as a full class. I'm going to start you out with some mindfulness, some centering, and we're going to end in a full savasana where I'm going to talk to you a little bit to create a little positivity before you move into the rest of your day. So with that said, excuse me, I might have to get a little tissue. While you get seated, close your eyes and just find a very relaxing position. I want you to begin to feel your breath. Begin to notice the depth, the length of your breath. Maybe the pace, the temperature, and take a moment of gratitude. With every inhale and with every exhale, releasing negativity of any kind, or just things that you need to let go of today, leave go till tomorrow. What do you want to accomplish today? As you begin breathing through your body, just checking in with each little space. What do you want to accomplish today? In your practice, in your day, mentally, physically. Today, everything ahead of you is like a fresh canvas to paint on. You can paint yourself a beautiful picture. And when it's finished, what will the end of your day look like? Hopefully it'll be full of bright colors, openness, beauty. Consider today what you need to get done. Just take a moment. And I want you to ponder on those things just real quickly. Those things you need to get done. And then I want you to sprinkle some confetti and throw some non-essential things into those thoughts. What's something you want to do today for you? Is it a 5-minute meditation? Is it your craft? Is it calling someone you've been putting off? Make today memorable. Our days are not supposed to be full of tasks and nothing else. But each day is a blessing, and it's up to you to make it beautiful. It's up to you to make it beautiful. It's also up to you to choose how you move your body and how you care for it. Begin to center your mind. Bringing in that little bit of confetti. Breathing out all of those lists, the chaos, the fear. And as you soften down towards your mat, sprinkling your mind with that confetti, begin to notice how you feel. Keeping this space, gently drop your chin towards your chest, tuck it in nice and tight. I want you to feel that stretch in the back of your neck. And then rolling ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and ear to shoulder. Not at that speed, but letting your breath guide you with each movement. Now I encourage you throughout the month, if you're doing this practice, to begin to try something new each day or each week. Excuse me. Maybe connecting the breath with each movement. Or as we flow through some more difficult and challenging poses, to start slow, to start easy, to take breaks. And then throughout the month, just challenge yourself with one of those things that's been giving you a hard time. Bring your chin back down to your chest. Your head and your neck back to a neutral spine. And I want you to reach the right arm so that the fingertips touch the floor on that right side. And then tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach that right arm way out. And then begin to draw your chin down towards the left side of your chest. Isn't that a great stretch? Now bring the chin back up and stack the head over the heart. And come to the opposite side. Left fingertips touch the earth. And we're going to tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep those sit bones nice and grounded. Keep your body soft. Now turn the chin towards the right side of your chest. So you're turning it down and inward a little bit, or inward and down. You'll notice, take it slow. When you find that spot, just breathe. It's going to feel really awesome in the neck. And then coming all the way back, stacking the head over the heart, and bringing the left hand to the lap. Bringing the right hand to the floor, reaching the left arm over and across. Now this is more of a flowing class, so it's not going to be a lot of holding. Keep that in mind. I want you to cartwheel to the left and bring the right hand over and across. And now as we unwind, we're going to take a twist over towards the right. So you're going to start to unwind, bring the left hand to the right thigh and the right hand behind you, twisting open towards that right side. Breathe and relax. Really let yourself drop into that twist with the exhale. Pull that right shoulder in and back. And then very gently unwind. Bring both hands behind you, lift the heart center, squeeze the shoulder blades together, tilt the chin up, and create that little bit of curve in the back of the spine. Come back to center. Inhale the arms up, and this exhale, twist to the left. Right hand now is going to come to that left thigh. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Breathe, soften. Let yourself go. And very gently, again, unwind. Okay, we're going to do another twist I don't think we've done together before. So we're going to come into zigzag legs. Now I'm going to be facing you. If you're facing the way you should be on your mat, your front right shin is going to be parallel to the front edge of the mat, just coming into the zigzag legs, and the left shin parallel to the long edge of your mat. Now I'm going to scoot this way so you guys can see me a little bit better, coming into zigzag legs, and see how I'm kind of leaned over towards the side. That's because my hips are tight. Now I don't want to push into that hip. I don't want to hurt my hip. I got a nice stretch going on right here, and I need to acknowledge that. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a zigzag twist. So I want you to start to walk your hands over towards that front leg and come all the way over in front of the thigh. Now, if this is difficult because you do have tight hips, you can bring your hands to a block. You're just going to taste that nice little, you're going to taste it. Take that nice little twist. And notice what you feel in the left side as you're twisting towards the right. What do you feel on the right side? How does this change the twist? I think it becomes more about the hips than the center of the body. But it is there. All right, let's go ahead and unwind. Unwind slowly. Bring that back leg forward, sweep it around. It's now going to become your front leg. If you need the block, change sides. All right. And then we're not folding forward. You can if you feel like it, and you can walk all the way over to your twist. But I'm going to stay up a little bit higher, just twisting over towards the left side. Again, you want a little bit of height here. Bring that block in. And just kind of notice what you feel. Hands are planted on the mat, if you can get them there. And as you soften, see if you can walk a little bit farther. This side seems to be a little bit kinder. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't for you. One more complete breath. And gently unwind. Slowly sweeping the legs forward, we're going to ease our way down to our knees, coming to all fours in a tabletop position. All right, always keep your blocks handy in case you want to use them for anything. All right, so shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. And we're going to wag the tail of the dog. So we're going to wag left, look right. Look like you're trying to see the right hip. It's disappeared. I'm pretty sure you won't, but maybe you will. And then wag the opposite direction. Just take a moment, find what feels good in your hips. One more time each side. Maybe kind of pulse it out. back to center. You're going to reach your arms way forward and take a child's pose here. So pull those sit bones all the way back. Drop the crown of the head towards the mat. If this does not work for you, then I want you to place a block underneath your head if you need to, or maybe you're just slightly hovered above the mat. Extend that back body. And then we're going to bring this into a side stretch. So gently bring your forehead up off of the mat. You're bringing your forearms up off of the mat. And you're going to walk your way all the way over towards the left side. Reach the arms forward and sink that right sit bone back towards the right heel. And see if you can ground your forehead. Now really breathe into that nice mushy stretch up the right side of the body. Really lengthening, great stretch. Reach the arms forward. Don't pull on it so that it hurts. Beautiful. Bringing yourself all the way back up, walking your hands all the way back over towards the right, and sinking the left sit bone towards the left heel. Maybe touch your toes together, drop your forehead to the mat, and enjoy that stretch in the left side body. Just breathe here. Sprinkle the left side with some confetti. That's my thing for today. I'm sorry I'm hung up on it. Sprinkling with confetti. Happiness, joy, love. And then bring yourself all the way back up and walk the hands again back to center. All right, we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. You can take a puppy dog pose. You take your options here as we flow today. If we come into a lot of down dogs, you can come to your knees, take a tabletop. You can do a cat-cow. If you have a hard time with your downward facing dogs, take a puppy dog pose, take a child's pose, and just catch up where you need to. Don't try to do something that isn't enjoyable or you're not going to come back for day 2. You need to enjoy your practice and meet yourself on the mat where you are. All right, first downward facing dog. So I want you to curl the toes under. Just press into the back of those toes. And then you're going to lift your knees and lift your hips up high. Lift the knees. Hips up high. Pull your chest towards your thighs. You can keep a micro bend in the knees if you're a little bit tight here yet. You can sink the heels. Doesn't matter if the heels touch or if they do not. Spread the fingers wide. And take the elbow creases and just kind of turn them outward a little bit. So towards the front of your mat. Beautiful. Now if you need to walk your dog, if you're tired of your downward dog, drop your knees or walk forward. We're going to eventually meet here in a full forward fold. Lots of down dogs today, so we're going to stretch it all out. Now walk your way forward, hop up, walk up, all the way to your full forward fold. Breathe, settle into that fold, keep the knees soft or straighten them out. Crown of the head points towards the floor. Now very, very gently soften the knees a little bit more. And I want you to start to rise up to a mountain pose. I'm going to get rid of the jacket. Rising up to your mountain pose, the palms face forward. All right, nice and tall, grounded into all 4 corners of your feet. Make adjustments along the way. Always make your adjustments. Palms face forward. All right. With an inhale, circle the arms and come up. Kiss the palms together and interlace the fingers. Flip the palms up towards the sky. And gently side body bend to the right. Kick that left hip over. Create that extension in the left side. Breathing into the left side, coming back to center. Bumping the hip right, reaching to the left. Creating that nice stretch in the right side. Feet stay planted exactly where they were. Inhale, come up. Exhaling, the palms back together. Drawing the hands down through the mind and into the heart center. Either sprinkling with confetti or whatever word, whatever mantra you've chosen for today. That's what you're always going to bring to your mind, to center, and to your heart to hold on to. All right, we're going to start with a very, very simple vinyasa. And when we go through this today, the vinyasas, we're going to do some forward fold and half lift to get there, just to get everything all loosened up. The vinyasa is when you step back into a plank, you come into your cobra, and then you come back into your downward facing dog, and then we go wherever we're going to from there. So this is what we're going to practice, is we're going to practice our vinyasa, your plank, shifting forward to your cobra, and then rolling all the way back and coming back up into a downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, lift, come up. However you choose. Fingers are spread wide, you're holding a beach ball. Bend the elbows, soften the knees, come all the way down to a forward fold. And half lift. We're taking this slow to begin with. Hands to the shins, the knees can also be at the hips, and open the heart center and pull the elbows back for your little chicken wings. Exhaling back down into your forward fold. You can soften the knees, you can keep them straight. It depends on where you are at this very moment. All right, here we go with a vinyasa, simple vinyasa. Soften the knees, step both feet back to a plank. Now our first vinyasa, I would like to hold this plank for 2 or 3 breaths. I think it's very important to hold. Just find where you need to be in the back body. Sink the heels back, the chest is over the thumbs. One more breath, and if you need to release, you just come down to your knees. Shift the heart center forward a little bit, up to the toes, lower the knees, bend the elbows and drop the chest. Tuck the elbows in. With your next breath, press the pelvis down into the mat. Inhaling, lifting the chest just slightly into a little mini cobra. Getting that little flexion in the back of the spine. All right. And breathe. Press down through that bony part of your body. One more breath. Now don't come up any farther yet. As we move along, you can do a full cobra, you can come into up dog. That is a choice in that cobra. Also with plank, you can do low plank. All right, lower the forehead down to the mat. Now, again, yogi's choice. You can push all the way up to a plank and come into your downward facing dog. I find it easiest as we begin to push into the hands, roll back to the knees, through a tabletop position. Lift the hips up and high, downward facing dog. All right, stretch it out, breath or 2 here. Walk all the way forward. We are going to pick up our pace here. All right, full fold. Half lift, bring it to wherever you need to. Full fold. Just work, inhale, exhale. Step back, plank. Breathe. Draw the chest forward slightly. Lowering all the way down to the mat. Crown of the head touches the earth. Tuck the elbows in, cobra. However you choose to get back to your downward facing dog. Press up into your plank or roll through tabletop. Press into plank. Hips up high. Chest towards the thighs. Really pull your chest towards your thighs. Remember, spread the fingers wide and move those elbow creases towards the front of your mat. Walk all the way forward. Full forward fold. This is your resting point, okay? So take that time that you need here in your full fold. And inhale, circle the arms out and come up. And close your pose. Now, we are going to be doing this throughout the class today. And in between, doing a few other things. So let's go. Release the arms. Inhale, come up. Pretty sure my male's here, so hopefully you can hear me. Exhale, fold. Full fold all the way down. Let's just hang out a minute. Your dogs are probably going nuts at your house. Half lift. Heart center out and forward. Crown of the head reaches out. Exhale, full fold. Step it all the way back to your plank pose. Breathe. Lower to cobra. Tuck the elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Next breath, walking forward, jumping, hopping, stepping, whatever you choose, to the front of your mat, full fold. Beautiful. Now we're going to step our feet wide. Pivot your toes out, bend your knees, coming into a squat. Press your arms or your hands into your thighs. Pick your upper body up as far as you can, bringing your tailbone down towards the mat. I know that sometimes we're going to be here. That's not possible. That's this movement in the hips coming up, and if you're really tight, that's okay. If you need some blocks here to help you out a little bit, you can do that. You do not have to press into the thighs. Breathe. Whatever you have chosen, just breathe here. Let yourself stretch out. Let it warm, let it quiver, maybe rock side to side. Beautiful. Rock, rock, rock. All right, you can do this. One more complete breath. They're going, where is she? She's going to let us out of this. Okay. Now begin to straighten the knees. Nice and slow. And fold forward. Bring the hands to the mat and heel toe the feet back together. Maybe a few inches apart here. Leave a little bit of space. You are in your forward fold. Sweep your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your hands towards your head and draw your heart towards your thighs. Your nose towards your knees or your shins, depending on our bodies and how we're built. Breathe. Inhale, hold that breath for a count of 2. Exhale. One more time, nice breath. Release the hands all the way back down. Soften the knees. With an inhale, circle the arms and come up. Beach ball. Hold the beach ball. Spread the fingers wide. Shoulders are soft. Not reaching, but they're nice and soft here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, full fold. Vinyasa. Both feet step back. Take a complete breath. Lower all the way down. Inhaling cobra. Or maybe at this point you are feeling okay to come into a full cobra instead of a mini cobra. And then rolling all the way back. Coming into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now, instead of bringing that left foot all the way up today, I'm going to have you walk to the front of the mat, full fold. Stay in your full fold and step your left foot back into a high lunge. Set up that back foot to come into your warrior one. Make sure it is flat on the mat, and you can square your hips off towards the front of your mat. Inhale, coming all the way up, reach the arms overhead. Nice and soft here today with the arms. Nice and soft. Hold that beach ball. Breathe, press into the outer edge of that back left foot. And exhaling all the way back down to your high lunge. Step that left foot back, you're back in your high lunge. Beautiful. Step your right foot back and take a vinyasa. Right foot steps back. Lower, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Full cobra. Or maybe an up dog, where you're lifting the knees. Wherever you are, release the knees, downward facing dog. And walk your way forward to the front of the mat. Beautiful, full fold. Inhale, circle the arms and come up. Exhale, all the way back down. Nice full fold, half lift. Full fold, right foot steps back, high lunge. Beautiful. Reach that right heel towards the mat, look out and forward, integrity in the neck and the spine. Beautiful. Step that right foot now so that you can come up to your warrior one. Sweep it all the way up. Soft little beach ball. Concentrate on that back leg. Outer edge. It's kind of hard to do that. Push into that outer edge of the right foot instead of the arch. Exhale all the way back down to your high lunge. Pivot toes forward and the heel out. Beautiful. Vinyasa. Left foot steps back. Now here's where I'm saying these vinyasas can get tiring. So stepping that left foot back, if you just want to drop down to your knees and take a child's pose instead of a vinyasa, that's your choice. That is called a yogi's choice. All right, so we are, if you're in vinyasa, in plank, breathe in your plank. Lower all the way down, shift forward, come into your cobra up dog. Yogi's choice. Beautiful. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward to the hands, full forward fold. Inhale, circle and come up. And exhale, close your pose. All right, adding on, release the arms. If you need a moment here, go ahead and pause the video. Take the moment that you need to catch your breath, to catch up. And if you're ready to go, let's do it. Inhale, circle the arms and come up. Nice soft beach ball. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Full fold. And Vinyasa. Both feet step back. Plank. Lower the knees, the chest between the thumbs. Tuck the elbows in. Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking all the way forward, full forward fold. Step the left foot back, high lunge. Now we're going to come in to a warrior two. Toes out, heel back. Set yourself up for your warrior two. You can walk your hands forward and come up, or you can cartwheel your way back up. Warrior two. Beautiful. Look over your fingertips towards the front of the mat or that bent knee. That direction. Cartwheel back down to your high lunge. Beautiful. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Soften and fold. Step all the way back. I'm sorry, I gotta turn around here. Step all the way back to your plank, taking a vinyasa, or just staying where you were standing. Plank, knees, chest, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lift. Lift as far as you want. Downward facing dog. And walking the feet forward to the hands. Step the right foot back, high lunge. Pivot the toes, warrior two. Beautiful. Really work on that warrior pose. Cartwheeling all the way back down to your high lunge. Beautiful. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Full fold. Inhale, circle the arms. Come up and close your pose. Beautiful. That's what my body's doing right now. La, la, la. All right. We're going to take a little break from the vinyasa and do something for our hips, and then we're going to vinyasa it again and close it on out. Okay, so with an inhale, come up nice, soft arms. Hold on to that beach ball. Exhaling, forward fold. Lift the hips high, drop the chin in, chest and heart towards the thighs. Half lift, wherever you choose to be. Full fold. Step both feet back and you're going to come into a tabletop position. Stepping both feet back. Lowering the knees. Nice tabletop. Take a couple cat-cows at your own pace. Dropping the belly, heart center reaches forward. Tucking the navel towards the spine. Arching and reaching, reaching, reaching the spine. One more. And then shift your way back to a child's pose. Take about 2 breaths here. And then we're going to walk the legs back and come all the way down to our belly. Now, as you progress through this, you can take a moment to pause your video if you need to grab blocks, a blanket, or a bolster. We're going to come into a half frog pose. This feels wonderful on the hips and a great place to take a little bit of a break. So you're gonna bring your left knee up. So the knee and the hip are in alignment. If you have a bolster, if you have a blanket, you can prop this leg up a little bit. The key is to keep the chest forward and down. You can stack and cushion your forehead with your hands. I want you to take a moment just to breathe into this juicy stretch. This is somewhere you could stay 5-10 minutes if it feels good. Really stretch out that hip. Now, of course, we're not going to stay here that long, but we are going to take a moment to enjoy it. We're going to sprinkle it with confetti. We all need a good laugh and a good smile these days. Breathe. Enjoying the little things in life. Connecting to your body and your breath. Okay, as much as I hate to say it, we're going to swap sides. So you're going to gently release the blanket or the bolster. And you are going to bring that left leg in, taking whatever prop or none at all over to the right side. Okay, nice straight line here if you can. Line it all up. Walk your way back to center and cushion your forehead. And breathe into all of that juicy goodness that you're feeling. The relaxation, the stretch, the warmth. The fact that we're all together, even if we can't see each other. Boy, are we going to have a lot to talk about when we're together. Okay, take the last nice juicy breath because we're going to vinyasa it and we have more standing poses. The last section is going to warm you up a lot. So let's go ahead and release. And release that block out if you need it at the front of your mat. You are still on your belly. So let's go ahead and push it all the way through a tabletop and all the way back up into our downward facing dog. Curl those toes under. And lift the chest, shift it back. Just nice, flowy, and gentle downward facing dog. Chest to the thighs. Pull that heart center back. Elbow creases. Reach forward, fingers spread wide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pose. Walk all the way forward. Full forward fold. We're going to do one side, take a vinyasa, and do the other. Step the left foot all the way back, high lunge. And you're going to pivot your toes right away, setting up for a warrior two. Coming all the way up into warrior two. Okay. Couple complete breaths. Reverse your warrior. Arm can come straight up or reach over and across for that side body stretch on the right. Breathe. Extended side angle. Hand to the inside of that right leg. Left arm either reaches straight up or over and across. Breathe. Unwind coming into warrior two. And now let's airplane forward, pivot the heel back, the toes forward, come all the way back into our high lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left. I am going to give you a moment to do your own vinyasa. And then I will cue you to come back forward or up to standing. Right foot steps back. If you like to hold here a moment, you do that. If you like to flow, flow. Wherever you are, make your way into either a downward facing dog to the top of the mat, or just get to the top of your mat. However you need to get there. Walking all the way forward into your full forward fold. Now I'm going to turn around, so just relax into your forward fold. Breathe really soft in there. This is such an awesome pose. Stretch out your back body. Maybe soften those knees. Half lift. Full fold. And right foot steps back, high lunge. Set it up for your warrior two. All the way up. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Back to your warrior two. Airplane forward. Come all the way down to your high lunge. Take your vinyasa. Left foot steps back. You can always just step straight up and walk, come into your forward fold if that's where you need to be at. Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, cobra, or up dog. Lower the knees, downward facing dog. And walk the feet forward to the hands. Forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, circle the arms and come up. And exhale, close your pose. I'm running a little shy on time. I don't like to make these videos extremely long. I think that maybe I will do this as I did the less of me, more of you. But if you'd like to pause the video here and you'd like to go through that vinyasa flow with the warrior two, reverse warrior, extended side angle, and you want to do that a couple times, I think that would be great. And you can meet me back here in the video. That's the nice part of it. But for now, I think we are going to come all the way down to the mat to seated for a moment. We're working on a little bit of a boat pose. And in my class that I'm teaching in the studio, we kind of all just took a little bit of time to do what we felt best in boat pose. So I want you to go ahead and do that as well. I want you to find your way to balance with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, and you just start to lean back. Now again, this can be your boat pose. Pick the feet up. You can keep the hands behind the thighs. You can extend the legs out, keep the hands behind the thighs. Let's try all these. See where you need to be. You can bend the knees. Bring the arms to the sides. See how long you can hold. Now, if your knees are way out here, bring your knees together. Palms face the inside of the outside of the knees. Beautiful, beautiful. You do whatever you need to do, guys. I'm letting that core quiver. I had too many cookies this holiday season. All right, bring the bottoms of the feet together. Reach the heart center forward. And if you may be watching this another time, you watch it in the summer, well, I probably had too many potato chips picnicking, so there you go. It is what it is. All right, reach your heart center. And then bring yourself back to your neutral spine. Bring your knees together. Extend your legs out. And bring your body all the way down to the mat. The back comes all the way down. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Okay, we're going to bring the left knee in towards you. Actually, let's bring the right knee because you'll be able to see me a little bit better if I start with the right knee. I want you to squeeze the right knee in, push out through the left heel, flex the right ankle. A half wind releasing pose. Now keep that energy flowing in the left leg. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, drop the right hand, possibly bring it up into a field goal position. You'll get a little bit deeper stretch that way, up in the area in the chest and the shoulder. Now you're going to guide the right knee all the way over to the left side. Now maybe not all the way over. Okay, and keep your shoulders grounded. That's cue. I don't care what else comes off the floor. Keep your shoulders grounded. That little bit of weight from the left hand on the outside of the right knee. And breathe into that space. Nice and juicy. Love it. Come all the way back to center. Now bring the left knee in. Take a big old wind releasing pose. Maybe draw your chest up towards your knees. Maybe tuck your chin towards your chest. And then you're going to exhale that right leg out. Push out through the heel, flex the ankle, spread those toes. This time, left hand comes to the floor, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Come into that field goal position and guide the left knee to the right side. You don't have to touch the floor. You're going to get this stretch. You don't have to touch anything with this left leg. You're just guiding it. You're holding it there. You're stretching this all out. Feel that big old stretch up in through the chest, maybe all the way into the armpit. Come all the way back to center. Give yourself one last wind releasing pose, nice and tight. Maybe rock side to side, maybe rock forward and back. And then I want you to release the legs to the mat and let everything relax. Let it all melt into your mat. Get a blanket. Get your jacket. Whatever you need here at home, something under your neck. I'm going to come to seated. I want you all to stay where you are. Take a moment to notice the breath in your body. I want you to notice the warmth. And let everything feel soft as it melts into your mat. Really begin to let it go. I'm still here, just breathe. When you discover something that nourishes your soul, care enough about yourself to do something about it. These are these little things that we're going to create today to sprinkle that confetti. Take time for you. Where do you find your joy in life? Just something simple. Could be driving to Starbucks to get a cup of coffee. We spend most of our days neglecting those simple little things. We leave our passions for later. We don't get enough rest. Maybe we don't nourish our bodies the way we should. And we can't always. We need to think about that. We tend to look to the past and forget that we're right here, right now. Don't look at the things that maybe were taken away from you or that you can't do. Look at the things that you can. Right here, right now. This this moment doesn't happen twice. As you take your walk, pet an animal. Maybe you go and get your coffee. Pay for the person behind you. Call a friend that you haven't checked in on in a while. Send them a message. When you do that, notice how you feel. Notice how you felt just thinking about it. Something beautiful happens. Take some time to make some room in your life, in your heart, in your soul. A new space to seek adventure, to let go, to find courage. New beginnings. Maybe develop some new habits. Meditating. Anything that brings that creativity, that joy. Crafting, creating. Make room for things that grow your heart. Abide in awareness. And open yourself to the gifts that life has to offer. Reflect on this as much as you need. Stay here if you would like. Otherwise, I want you to take that last big breath in. And I want you to reach your arms overhead. And I want you to point your toes forward. Take a big, big, big stretch. Just like you would in the morning. Now bring yourself all the way to your seated position. Rolling to your side. Picking yourself up. Filling your hands with confetti and then placing them at your heart. All those little things today. We're going to find a little joy. Many blessings from my heart and my home to yours. Fill your day with confetti. Namaste. See you soon. Make sure you leave a comment, send me a note, send me an email, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Carry on. Have a great day. Bye.